uSports Central, happy Friday to you. The crew in the back doing their thing. Charles, Ashley, and Adam Deal. Look, we're breaking down playoffs quarterfinal action. Charles, you just said a break that you're thinking of switching to Oñate. I'm going to put you on the spot. You're going to switch it or not?
I'm thinking about it.
Coach Brandon back.
We got time. We got a couple minutes left in the show.
All right.
As we're talking, it might change. I don't know.
We've been talking 5A bracket. I got it all jumbled around on.
It's because I got you flustered.
A little bit. Artesia, we both have Artesia defeating Piedro Vista. Okay.
Both had Goddard.
We both went with Goddard. Now it's time. Let's talk about the bottom of that bracket.
Yeah. Now your guys
Berlin is going to take on Farmington.
There you go.
That's the 2-10 matchup. Farmington fresh off their win over St. Pius. What do you think, Charles? It's my turn to pick first, so I will.
This is a tough one.
I will go first.
Okay.
I think Farmington, because they're defending champs and Coach Bradley knows what he's doing, it will keep it competitive. But I'm going to go, as most games are going to be competitive, it's going to be low scoring. I'm going to go 20-10. Berlin over Farmington with a home victory and on to the semifinals.
I can't even disagree with you. I like the Farmington upset of Pius. I think they won that because of experience, being there last year, being defending state champions. But Berlin has looked impressive all year. They've been impressive. It's going to be, I'm going to go with a little bit higher scoring game. I think it's going to get out of control. I think Berlin's going to really take it to them, 31-17.
All right, well, we both have agreed in all three games in Class 5A. That doesn't bode well with you catching me, Charles, just so you know.
Don't worry. I got a couple tricks up my sleeve.
All right, let's move on to the 6A world and let's talk about what we need to talk about. On Channel 27 on your Comcast Box Live TV tonight, the Rio Rancho Rams going to take on the Las Cruces Bulldogs, also on ProViewNetworks.com. Richard Tripp, our guy, is going to have the call out there. And so it's the Rams, of course. It's my alma mater, Charles. How could I go against them? You never thought I would.
Yeah, I just don't see you doing it.
It's a connection of Easton Brewer and Brady Patterson all season long, and it's a rematch from earlier in the season where the Rams defeated Las Cruces. Las Cruces is beat up a little bit, but have returned a lot of guys as well off the injury list. And they're playing great football. They just beat Atrisco Heritage soundly in their first game. Back to the Metro for the 4th time this year and a repeat at Rio Rancho. You know I'm going Rams. I'm going to go Rams 34-27. Rio Rancho wins.
As much as I want to pick Rio Rancho, I'm going to go with Cruces. I'm going to tell you why I'm going with Cruces. I think they're going to come up here again. I think they're going to run the ball. They're going to control the pace. They're going to keep the ball. They're going to keep Easton Brewer and that high explosive offense off the field, and they're going to make it come down to a couple of possessions. So I'm going to go with the Cruces Bulldogs. Doing what they do with Coach Miller, they're going to come up here and pull off the upset. They're going to win this game 31-30. I think it's going to be that type of game. It's going to be a crazy atmosphere. I think Sam Ellis, the young boy, is going to pull it off. And Cruces, my man, I'm going with it, 31-30 over your Rams.
The Rams just have too many weapons.
I agree. They got a lot of weapons.
The problem is they're not one-dimensional. A lot of people think that Rio Rancho's one-dimensional,
yeah, they do.
That they can just pass. No. They can use Angelo Lujan out of the back.
They'll send Waters at you.
Keika Waters can pound it. Their offensive line is fantastic. Gives Brewer a ton of time. They can go over the top with Patterson. They can slant with Marky Alvarado, Miguel Barros. I just think there's too much. I think they're going to be organized. I think they know that this is their chance for the first time for Rio Rancho to be state champs and hold up that blue trophy. Coach Howes has struggled a little bit in the past in the playoffs. I have full faith that the Rams get it done tonight. A lot of people talking Cruces because of the history.
Yeah.
I know this. Trust me. Jim Miller comes in, and
you
this
talk
is
yourself
usually
into it all the time.
Well, I do, but I just really think the Rams are powerful enough to overcome all of it at home. 2 years ago, they had a let up against Volcano Vista in a game they probably should have won to go to the semifinals at home. In a quarterfinal matchup. This is their second chance.
So you feel as if this is their year. They've gotten everything together.
I think so.
They're clicking.
I'm going to go, at least for this game. Just at least for this game, I'm going to go Rio Rancho. Suits Unlimited, Charles, they provide our apparel. In fact, I did a little dance for them this morning on the Morning Brew. Yeah, so
you're a model now?
Modeling a tuxedo. You know, I do a lot of work all over the place, Charles. I guess I'm a part-time model as well.
Hey. Go see Larry, go see Daryl, go see Steve, go see Ashley. They take care of us. Terry, the whole family. Phenomenal family business, locally owned since the beginning. Go shop there. Next Day Tailoring, I love it. They take really good care of us.
Before we get to this Cibola El Dorado matchup, the last of the 6A, let's go over the last matchup in the 5A world.
Oh, yeah.
And finally I get it right. My mirror is a 6 seed, obviously taking on Centennial, the 3 seed. Centennial.
Probably one of the better 6 seeds in the history of.
Yeah, Centennial's fantastic as well, the 3 seed.
Yes.
Remember, Centennial only has 1 loss, and it was barely a loss to Berlin.
Yeah.
Okay, they barely lost at the very end to Berlin.
Well, didn't
Otherwise,
Maimura-
they're unblemished.
Maimura, who they lose
1
to?
loss
Artesia, right?
to Aztec.
Aztec, right.
Barely lost to them. So it's an interesting matchup. Not a lot of people respecting Maimura, though, because of their schedule was a little bit softer than Centennial's. They got to make the travel and play at the Field of Dreams as well. So what do you think?
This is a tough one.
Charles.
I've been thinking about this one because Centennial has been a powerhouse in all sports this year.
Yes. Volleyball champs.
They're going to be really good in basketball, too. But I'm going to go with the upset, man. I'm going to go with Maimura to go down there, and they're going to win this game. They're going to win this race. They're going to go down there, and they're going to do good business down there. Even though I like Jalen Boston and crew, I like that team. I like Centennial. But I think Maimura is going to get it.
38-28, Centennial is going to get it done and move on to their first semifinal. The Centennial Hawks have been monstrous this year. I feel like they're more battle-tested, especially hosting this over at the Field of Dreams where we know it's a monster to win on the road. Great year for Maimura, great stepping stone.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Centennial 38-28.
38-28. Ooh, that's tough. You know, you know what? I might change my pick because that's a tough atmosphere. I don't know if they're ready for this. But you know what? I'm sticking with Maimura. I'm not going to switch it up. And I might even switch I'm still thinking about Onyate and La Cueva, but hey,
you're out of control.
It is out of control. It's a Friday, man. What do you want me to do?
It's not
now the game that everyone been waiting to talk about.
It's not a Tuesday?
It's not a Tuesday. No.
Well, Saturday, Zach Gentry and crew, 2 weeks off. A total of 3 weeks, basically, of preparation, all for this. They thought they'd probably get Cleveland, well, they're not. The Cibola Cougars, fresh off their upset win over Cleveland last Friday, a week ago today, will take on El Dorado. We talk about the weapons daily. Chapman had over 200 yards rushing last week against a very tough, stout defense in Cleveland. He'll have another busy day today if Cibola is going to win it, Charles. Yes, it would be a monster upset, just like it would have been last week. We know they have Blair Manley. Sam Garcia has been fantastic at QB. He likes to toss it to Ray Garza. We know Jacob Smith defensively and in the return game has been a game changer. All these weapons, and I still say it's El Dorado. I'm going to go El Dorado big, actually. I'm going to go 42-21. El Dorado Eagles will continue their run, and Zach Gentry's looking for that blue trophy.
Wow. You know what? I think I talked myself into this. No, seriously. So Cibola, we were talking all week about Cibola, how they have all these weapons on the outside.
We do every week, and I don't pick them, and they probably hate me. They probably hate me.
I'm thinking they're going to come to this game with a little chip on their shoulder still. El Dorado's been off 3 weeks. That's rust. I'm going with Cibola to pull off the upset because I think they're going to get out to a fast start. They're going to get up early, and then El Dorado's going to have to battle back. It's not going to be enough at the end of the day. I'm going to go 38-35. Cibola, actually, no, I'm going 40-35. Cibola Cougars with the upset. They're going to continue their march, run through straight to the semifinals.
I can't wait to see this one. It's exciting.
Good game tomorrow.
I would not be shocked at all if Cibola wins. I want to make that clear because I know I picked El Dorado big. Come on back. uSports Center.